Okay, so in this video, I am going to show you how to configure RIP routing, RIP version 2 routing on this lab. So you can see there are total 4 routers, and if you can see the network, the number of network here is 7. So total 7 network, and in this network we have to configure dynamic routing, which is RIP routing. I have already assigned IP address on this router, and if you don't know how to assign IP address on this router, I will send I will give you the video link in the I button, and you can click on that video. First watch that video and then watch this video. Okay, so let's start. So in RIP routing we have to mention only directly connected network. So I am starting with this router, first router. Okay, so this is router R1. If you go to the router R1, go to the configure mode, and you have to type your router RIP, then type the version, because there are two types of RIP routing, RIP version 1 and RIP version 2. Nowadays no router supporting RIP version 1, so we will move to RIP version 2, which is the advanced version of RIP, and it also supports subnetting, variable subnet mask. Okay, so just type your router RIP version 2 and then type network. Which are the two directly connected network? Network 1 and 2. So network 1.0.0.0 and network 2.0.0.0. Done. Exit. So RIP routing done on router R1. So this is the code for RIP routing. We have configured RIP routing on router R1. Okay, so similarly we can configure RIP routing on router R2. So let's go to R2. The directly connected network for R2 are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here you have to type enable config t router RIP version 2 network. Now which 3 networks? Network 2, network 3 and network 4. Okay, exit. Done. So we have successfully connected RIP routing on router 2 also. Let's paste the code here. Okay, so this is the RIP routing on router R2. Now let's go to router R3. In case of R3, you can see the directly connected networks are 3 networks, network 4, 5 and 6. So type here enable config t router RIP version 2 and the network, which 3 network 4, 5 and 6. So network 4.0.0.0, network 5.0.0 and network 6.0.0. That's all. Done. So we have successfully done RIP routing on router R3 also. Now it's time to configure RIP routing on the last router, which is router R4. The router R4 is directly connected with two networks 6 and 7. So enable config t router RIP version 2 network 6.0.0.0 and network 7.0.0 and done. So we have successfully configured RIP routing on all these routers. Okay, now we can test the communication. But before testing the communication, you can check which routing has been configured on the router. You can simply go to the router, exit from here and type here show IP protocols, and here you see the result. When you type show IP protocols, you see the routing protocol is RIP, sending updates every 30 seconds. It means these routers send update to each other every 30 seconds, so that if any new network connected, they will be aware of that network. Okay, and if you want to check another one, that is also method show IP route. When you type show IP route, here you see RRR. So what does this R means? You see here at the bottom RRR. All these R means, R stand for RIP. It means RIP routing has been configured on this router. Now try to ping So ping from 1.02 to 17.02. It will take some time, failed once or maybe failed twice, but it will be successful. Okay, you can see now it's successful. If you want to see in simulation mode, you can click on simulation mode and play, and you can see how the packets going from PC 1.0.2 to router R1, then it will go to router R2, then it will go to router R3, then it will go to router R4. So you can see router R3, and then it will reach to router R4, which is the final router, and then it will reach to the destination, that is 7.0.0.2 IP. So rerouting is very easy to configure, but there is a limitation of rerouting, that rerouting will work only up to 15 routers. It means if in this sequence there are total 60 routers, the first router packet will not reach to the 16th router. That's why in place of rerouting, many company using, big company which has more than 15 routers requirement, like 20 routers, 50 routers, they use EIGRP and OSPF. In the next step, we are going to show you how to configure EIGRP and OSPF using the same scenario. So thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can ask me through the comment section.